Ruger Riojas was the opening day starter back in mid-February for Texas. He was the Friday night guy before Dylan Volantis was moved into that role a couple of weeks ago, and he's hoping to bounce back after a loss in Nashville last weekend.
You know, Dylan Riojas is somebody that his mindset is perfect for this role. He knew exactly what the move looked like, and now he's getting an opportunity to pitch on a beautiful, beautiful day on Saturday. Texas needs him to bounce back from that performance against Vanderbilt. And talking to him last night, it seems like he's ready to go.
Features as many as 8 different pitches in his arsenal, and the Mississippi State offense will try and bounce back after they were held to just 1 run on 6 hits last night. Garrick Fry leading off for the Bulldogs, provided that lone run on a solo home run off the left field foul pole. The switch hitter batting left-handed against the right-hander Ruger Riojas, and we're underway with Game 2 in Austin. That's a fair ball, scooped up by Casey Borba, and he taps on the bag for the first out this afternoon. The power-hitting third baseman Ace Reese, who gets a mini scouting report from Garrick Fry. Per Kylie McDaniel of MLB.com, Ace Reese, the number 24 MLB draft overall prospect. 0 for 3 with a walk last night as he pounds this deep to the gap in right center field. It one-hops the fence. The SEC leader in doubles stops at second with his 19th. And here's Noah Sullivan. First ball swinging, just foul outside the bag at third. Strike 3 swinging. Elevated the fastball. 95 as Sullivan goes down for the second out of the first.
Ruger Riojas changed the eye level on that fastball. You talked about a 96 mile an hour that stayed up, and Sullivan saw it in his eyes but couldn't leave it alone.
2 gone for the cleanup hitter Blake Beavis. Full count. Payoff pitch to Beavis, and he strikes out swinging. Riojas strands the 1-out double at second base and closes a scoreless first. Ruger Riojas keeps Mississippi State scoreless in the top of the first, and here come the Texas Longhorns to bat in the home half of the inning. Aiden Robbins, Carson Tinney, Anthony Pack Jr., who stretched his on-base and hitting streak up to 22 and 17 games respectively last night. It's Rodriguez, Mendoza, Becerra, Larson, Borba, and Maddox Mansour rounding out the starting lineup for Texas here in Game 2. Longhorns will face the 6'5" sophomore right-hander from Uvalde, Georgia, Duke Stone. He was really good in his last road start. Went 6 scoreless innings at South Carolina, but had a tough time at home with LSU last weekend. 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 7 earned runs allowed. And he's only lost 1 decision across his first 10 starts this season. Aiden Robbins knocked in one of the 3 runs for the Longhorns in the series opener. The Seton Hall transfer, who hit .422 in the Big East last year, has really popped on a lot of draft radars with what he's done in the move to Texas this year. 354 hitter steps in and takes the first pitch fastball for strike 1. 18 homers, 47 RBIs for Robbins, who's been moved to right field for the first 2 games of this series. Jim Schlossnagle expecting Maddox Mansour to get the bulk of the reps in center field moving forward for Texas. Feels like
I like Duke Stone coming right after him in that situation. Not messing around, giving him the heater. Fouled it off straight back, but aggressive right away, both guys.
Check swing. He did not go around on the appeal down to Danny Cricks, the first base umpire, and Aiden Robbins works a free pass to open up the Texas half of the first inning. Tinney able to lay off the breaking pitch as it kicks away from Maluski, and the throw to second in time to get Robbins. And the 1-2 to Tinney is lifted in the air towards right field. In comes Jacob Parker for out number 2. Had some trouble with the sunshine. Just as to the Texas hitting coach, Troy Tulowitzki, former big league shortstop, as he bounces this one to Garrick Fry. And Duke Stone winds up facing the minimum despite yielding that leadoff walk. And a scoreless last half of the first. 0.1% of the time he's thrown that sweeper. Of course, the sweeper is kind of a new term for a slider that moves a little bit more.
Well, very, very talented young man.
He swings and foul tips the 2-2 into the glove of Carson Tinney. And it's the third straight strikeout for Ruger Riojas. Here's the 2-1 from Riojas. And Chance drills it deep to left field. Pack going back, and shy of the warning track, he'll make the play. Got him swinging. Ruger Riojas bookends a 1-2-3 second. 22 years at Virginia, took that program to Omaha 7 times and took them to the promised land. Won the 2015 Men's College World Series 11 years ago with Virginia, and trying to get Hail State back into that national title conversation. And to center field, hit well, chasing Teal back, and he makes the play for the first out. Swing and a miss. In the dirt, Maluski will complete the strikeout as Duke Stone has his first of the day, which allowed him to play one more here in Texas. Into right field, Parker will play it on a bounce. First knock for the Longhorns as Becerra digs for second, and the throw off line. Parker had some trouble fielding that baseball on the short hop. In the air to left field. Bryce Chance waiting for it to come down, and he squeezes out number 3. 2-out hit, but that's all for Texas. And we're through 2 in game 2. 2 frames today. Kevin Maluski leads off the top of the 3rd for Mississippi State. There's the payoff. And Maluski strikes out swinging. That's 5 through 2 1/3 for Ruger Riojas. First in Bryant history. Base hit left field. On 0-2. Drew Wires has the second hit for Mississippi State.
If you're into those types of things.
I am. Who's not? It's Derby Day, baby. High bouncer. Only play for Mendoza to first for the second out. For Riojas. On 1-2 to Ace Reese. And he puts him away with a fastball. 95 miles per hour right by the slugger. And it's 6 strikeouts through 3 scoreless for Ruger Riojas. We'll check, which would be my preferred style of cardio if that was a pitcher. Forget foul poles.
Exactly.
I'm trying to swim laps. And he strikes out Borba, his second. Von Seward down swinging. Back to the top of the Texas card. It's Aiden Robbins for a second time. He worked the walk before he was caught stealing in the first inning. Robbins walked his first time and hit by a pitch here. A breaking ball that never really moved from Duke Stone. And a 2-out base runner for Texas in the 3rd. Tomorrow's Texas scheduled starter Luke Harrison. There's a breaking ball over the inner 3rd, and it's strike 3 called. 3 punch outs in the inning for Duke Stone. And we're scoreless after 3.
A lot of compete between them.
Full count pitch coming to Noah Sullivan, and he socks it in the air towards shallow right center field. In comes Aiden Robbins to make the play for the first out.
You know, it's just a great place to pitch. You got that defense behind you. Let them roll it on the turf, and they'll make plays.
Blake Beavis smashes one deep to left field. Anthony Pack Jr. curling around, and shy of the warning track, he has room. 2 outs. There's the 1-2 pitch. And Parker the other way, hit pretty well. Anthony Pack Jr. to the wall, it's gone. Jacob Parker gives Mississippi State its first lead of the weekend with an opposite field blast. All right, Luke, thanks so much for your time. Good luck tomorrow, and we look forward to watching you do your thing.
Thanks, guys. Hook 'em.
That was an opposite field bomb that hit the back of the bullpen. That was a strong, strong swing right there by the.
Now Bryce Chance with a slow bouncer. Riojas backhands and throws him out at first base. And our director, Daniel DePoe, glad you're with us on SEC Network Plus. Texas took the opener of the series 3-1 last night, and Anthony Pack Jr. contributed with 2 walks and an RBI single to stretch his hitting streak to 17 games. Rolled towards the right side. Fry shuffling to his left and throws out Anthony Pack Jr. for a second time in this game. Rodriguez going after the first pitch into shallow left field. It's Bryce Chance for out number 2.
He goes back to it right here.
Fastball drilled into center field. Ethan Mendoza has hit safely in 7 straight. It's a 2-out base runner for Texas in the 4th. He has the only other Texas hit. He squares to bunt, drops it down. Stone throws it wildly past first base. Nobody's covering second. The throw comes home. It kicked away from Maluski, and the Longhorns on the throwing error will have. First ball swinging. Ashton Larson rolls it to Drew Wires. And just like that, Drew Stone works around some 2-out trouble. Chris Lemonis led Mississippi State to the championship that year, and here are the Bulldogs in a good spot to host a regional this season after they were knocked out of the Tallahassee regional last year. Not easy to be the last one standing, as Aiden Teal takes a called third strike from Ruger Riojas. His 7th of the afternoon. Over Riojas, behind the bag at second. Mendoza throws out the catcher Maluski.
Going to the shortstop side of the bag to make the play.
2 gone. First ball swinging, line drive. And Becerra picks it up on a bounce and throws out Drew Wires. It's a quick 1-2-3 frame for Ruger Riojas. And we're halfway home on this Saturday afternoon. Jim Schlossnagle badly wanted to avoid a doubleheader and able to get it in. It wound up clearing out about 7:30 local time here last night. In the air to deep left center field. Back to the wall and goodbye. A solo blast for Borba. And the game's tied at 1.
Bang, bang. Casey Borba hit that thing to get the Longhorns on the scoreboard. We just talked about it. This is somebody that Texas is looking to get going, to finish the season off strong, and he got something he can handle. And now we got ourselves a tie ball game once again.
9th home run allowed by Stone, as he strikes out Maddox Mansour for a second time the last few weeks. Aiden Robbins to the alley in left center field, and that drops in. Base hit. Robbins on his way to second, and he's in there with a double. 3-2. Swing and a fly ball. Shallow left center. Out goes the shortstop Wires, and it's the left fielder, Bryce Chance, among a crowd of Bulldogs making the catch for the second out. Hit hard. Wires has it and zips it across to throw out Anthony Pack Jr. Texas has put the back end of this baseball game into the hands of its bullpen as the freshman from Phoenix, Brett Crossland, relieves Ruger Riojas. Texas series clinching extra inning victory on Sunday last week against Vandy. There's strike 3 swinging. So he comes all the way back after falling behind 3-0. And swing and a miss. 97-mile-per-hour fastball for out number 2. Noah Sullivan here with 2 outs. Davis, the senior right-hander. Swing and a miss. Crossland strikes out the side in the top of the 6th, and he does it against the top 3rd of the Mississippi State lineup. Duke Stone already underway with his post-start routine. Getting everything stretched out for a Saturday night on the town. The other way. And Bryce Chance makes the running catch for the first out. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. To the backstop it goes. And Ethan Mendoza on base for a second time. Out comes Brian O'Connor and the trainer to check on Davis, who has missed with the last few deliveries. Ben Davis is going to leave this game. Has entered this game. He'll have as much time as he needs to get ready. Drew Frosch from Frankfort, Illinois went viral when he threw the fastest recorded pitch in the history of high school baseball at 103 miles per hour. Becerra through the right side, base hit. Mendoza will hold at second. And a couple men on here for Texas. And it's a 4-pitch walk to load the bases. Swinging a ground ball left side. Wires has it across in time. And Bauer leaves the bases loaded and keeps the game tied at 1. Second inning of work for Brett Crossland, who struck out the side in the 6th inning. The top 3 hitters in the order in his first frame. This one hits Beavis. And the Bulldogs have a base runner to open the 7th. Ground ball to second. Mendoza flips. Rodriguez the relay. They turn 2. 4-6-3. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball left side. It sneaks through. 2-out base hit for Bryce Chance. And that hits him. It's the second hit batsman of the inning to put a couple men on for Mississippi State. Thomas Burns summoned for a second straight game in this series. Only threw 8 pitches, 2/3 of an inning. Picked up his strikeout last night. And the junior from Hortonville, Wisconsin, inherits a couple of base runners and a tie ball game with 2 outs in the 7th today. Line drive into left field, base hit. Mississippi State takes the lead in the 7th. Kevin Malewski comes through for the Bulldogs. On 1-1 to the senior shortstop. He swings deep to left field. Anthony Pack onto the warning track at the wall. Goodbye! A 3-run blast for Wires. And it's 5-1 Hail State.
You talk about making a change in the lineup.
A bouncer back to Burns. He knocks it down and in time to get Garrett Fry for out number 3. Mississippi State has the biggest inning of this series. And now the top third of the Texas batting order will try and answer back against the highly touted true freshman Jack Bauer, who left the bases loaded in the 6th inning. Bulldogs have launched 3 homers in this series. There's a bouncer to second. Garrett Fry with a high throw, and it sails above Blake Beavis at first. The 3rd Bulldog error of the afternoon. Carson Tinney on the ground to 3rd. Reese to 2nd for 1. On to 1st and off the bag. On a full count delivery to Anthony Pack Jr., it's off the outside. So he's on base for a 23rd consecutive game. And some traffic here with 1 out for Texas. On 2-2. Swing and a miss. On 3-2. It's low. Mendoza walks for a second time. And Texas will bring up the possible tying run. The 2-2. Swing and a slow bouncer. Wires waits for it. The flip to second just in time to get Mendoza. 22 days, if my math is correct. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? Jason Flores takes over for Texas. Sophomore right-hander from Wiley. Ball 4. Ace Reese walks to open the 8th. Sullivan skies it to left field. Anthony Pack Jr. is there. And the one down in the 8th. Now, how tough is it with these shadows starting to creep over the home plate area while the mound is still in the sunshine? How much tougher is it to pick up the baseball?
I think it's better because you still can pick up the ball out of his hand.
Well, Blake Beavis agrees with you. Hot shot into left field to put a couple men on for Mississippi State. Brody Walls, another freshman, comes out of the Texas bullpen. 6-foot frosh from McKinney. Struggled in the opener of the homestand against Sam Houston on Tuesday. Gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs in an inning and a third. Walls inheriting a couple of base runners with 1 out in the top of the 8th. Brody Walls pulled the string on Jacob Parker, and somehow that didn't hit him. To the backstop it goes to advance the base runners. He swings, hit hard. Borba knocks it down, and his only play in front of him. That hesitation costed him a chance to toss it to the plate. As Ace Reese comes across, an RBI ground out for Jacob Parker, and it's 6-1. Hit hard and past the diving Temo Becerra. Into the corner it goes. The second hit today for Bryce Chance is a run-scoring double in the 8th.
It's true to their approach and was able to make everything happen.
Teal into shallow left. On comes Pack to make the running catch for out number 3. 2 more across for Mississippi State. It's a 6-run game to the bottom of the 8th in Austin.
You got a chance to see exactly what Mississippi State's bats are capable of doing today.
But last couple of innings, he's left the bases loaded. And he makes very quick work of Corville. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 1 down in the 8th. And Borba jammed. Slow roller to third. Reese charges and throws him out at first base. Nearing 60 pitches out of the bullpen. 8 walks. Maddox Mansour. 2-out base runner for Texas. Back to the top of the lineup. Maddox Miller pitched last night. It's Maddox Webb today, the junior from Summerville, South Carolina. First-year Bulldog by way of the Citadel, where he was first-team All-SoCon last year. Robbins walks for a second time. On 3-2, and it's ball 4 to Tinney. On base streak up to 22 games. A lot of doubles this year, tied for 3rd in the conference in that category. As he sends this one the opposite way, but it hangs up for Bryce Chance, and for a 3rd straight inning, Texas leaves the bases loaded, and they do not score.
Savannah bananas.
I'd imagine that'll take away from some of the crowd for the baseball game between Auburn and A&M. We are moments away from the 152nd Kentucky Derby as Maluski takes strike 3. Joining the conference, but chances are they'll have to wait until tomorrow. Drew Wires, another deep fly ball. The ballpark will hold it this time as Maddox Mansour makes the catch. Rod Ortiz Jr., the jockey, as Garrick Fry sends a bouncing ball that Ethan Mendoza has trouble with, and gives Mississippi State a 2-out base runner in the 9th. Landon Hairston might be the favorite for Big 12 Player of the Year. Ace Reese strikes out for a 3rd time, and it's a scoreless 9th. Adrian Rodriguez takes a called strike from Maddox Webb, who came on and got the final out of the 8th inning. A lot of traffic all afternoon for the Longhorns, but they're 0 for 9 as a team with runners in scoring position. And they've left 14 on base. This is deep to left center field off the bat of Rodriguez, and it's gonna fly. That's a home run. It's 7-2. on the second Texas solo shot of the day. Mendoza to left. And Chance squeezes the first out of the ninth. Back up the middle, it kicks off the mound and under the glove of Garrick Fry. It's a 4-hit day for Temo Becerra. Upstairs, it's ball 4. Dane Burns, the southpaw from north of the border, takes over for Mississippi State. 6'5" left-hander. There's ball 4. And for a 4th consecutive inning, Texas has loaded the bases. Full of Longhorns in this game. And he strikes out swinging. It's a big-time pitch delivered by Dane Burns. Ground ball, base hit into left center field. 2-run score. Aidan Robbins makes it a 3-run game. And Carson Tinney will represent the possible tying run coming up next for Texas. A home run here would tie it. He's hit by the pitch. And the possible tying run is now on base. And Anthony Burns ready. The 2-2 home. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A 4th straight inning in which Texas leaves the bases loaded and Mississippi State holds on for a Game 2 win in Austin.